Yeah, one night only, baby. Credence and Mikey with you. Well, let me see. Bishop with the wisdom tooth. I don't blame him one bit for not joining us.
Not just one, multiple wisdom teeth.
That's what I heard. He said it's still bleeding, and then Knox actually was going to join us, but he had an emergency.
It's a very
like
cryptic message we got from him. I don't want to say what it said, but he was taking someone, an individual, to a hospital.
I believe he referred to her as the old lady. Or the old lady that we don't know anything about. The slobbery one.
So sexy. By the way, people are, I know right now YouTube is having issues, but you can watch us on YouTube right now.
Oh, can you? Oh, very cool.
Yes, there's 3 people watching us right now.
All right. Hey, bring it on.
There's DTF right there.
Yeah, so YouTube is down for a lot of people, but maybe you can watch live videos. I don't know, whatever. We got lots of other places to watch anyways. We've got Facebook covered. We've got Twitch doubled up for some reason. Periscope and Twitter.
Don't ask.
We got it all. Anyways, we got a big show lined up for you. Whether Knox and whether Bishop is here or not, we got a lot to cover. tonight. So we appreciate you joining us. We're going to have a good time. A fantastic news lined up for you, by the way.
Dang.
Let me see if I can.
Fantastic news is always a thing that really gets the crowd going, Creed. I mean, you're building it up. It's almost like your best video ever of the week. Best.
It's a good one. We're going to get to it in a minute, by the way.
So incredible.
So news tonight, we're going to talk about cooking chicken in Yosemite Park.
Ooh.
Big Hollywood celebrity's daughter who's doing porn.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm. Any guesses?
Is this a male or female celebrity's daughter?
Well, he's a male, she's a female.
Okay.
It would be a male celebrity, yes.
I'm going to say William Shatner's daughter. She's got to be like, 60 years old, maybe?
No. But you'll find out tonight, CNB News at 9, coming up. Also, we're going to talk about a cat on a mountain that lives there. It's kind of weird. And how not to transport a snowmobile when you go and
Would that be a mountain cat?
No. No. But yeah, maybe. I don't know. What else we got? Mailbag coming up. She's pretty heavy. We'll get into that in just a few minutes. Going to have on old friend Lou Morgante. Did I say his name right? Always say
Morgante.
It wrong.
Yes.
Morgante.
It's like was it like it's kind of like the al dente.
Al dente.
Yeah, that too.
Anyways, we're going to be talking to Lou about something cool that he does every single year and a little charity thing. But what he posted today, have you seen the pictures yet?
I have not. I would like to be like everyone else and exposed and traumatized together. So
we'll have him coming up here actually rather soon.
Look, I've already been traumatized once today. It's been bad. I had to go to my local Spectrum cable office.
Oh, that is. You might as well just I'd rather go to the DMV sometimes rather than that.
Well, you walk in and they take your name outside now, and the first thing they say is, okay, there's an available dot over there by the corner. So you have to go find your dot and stand on the dot.
That's great.
And then they have you, when it's time for you to go up, which it took me an hour to see somebody. You go up there, you can't stand within 6 feet of them. They're wearing a mask, you're wearing a mask, and there's a plexiglass window in front of you. So, and the music is blaring. They're having to scream at you. You're screaming at them. Everybody hears your business.
Sounds great.
It got really exciting when this older gentleman came in, and he had to have them fix his phone for him because, they have phones now. So they're fixing his phone, putting a screen protector on. When he finishes, very unassumingly the whole time, he starts to dance and sing like... Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. I mean, he just breaks into song and dance.
Oh, my God.
But he's making up a song. It's not like he's hitting a hit. He is making up a song about, now, I live in a military town. This place is full of Marines. Mm-hmm. He was talking about how Marines love to get girls pregnant.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I guess it was his Veterans Day salute to the military on how Marines love to get women pregnant.
Why is there not video proof of this happening? Is my question.
Dude, I got my phone out, and he was going out the door, and you can just hear them telling him to leave. And when he's walking out the door, the last thing he says, he looks at the lady who helped him and said, "Cut your hair," and walks out the door.
Nice.
Now, I thought that was it. I looked at the guy next to me, and I was like, hey, he really set the bar high for exiting out of this place. I mean, what are me and you going to do for this? And he looks at me like I'm a complete idiot. I'm like, wow, this guy has no sense of humor. About 20 minutes later, this older guy walks in with an arm with a mechanical brace on it. He's limping. He's got a cane. I was like, oh, what a poor old guy. And I'm like, maybe I'll let him go in front of me. He's 10 people behind me. I feel bad for this guy. Well, his phone starts to ring, and it's like a bomb. That's his sound effect. He gets on the phone, and he's like, uh-huh. Uh-huh. How do you know what my credit score is? Oh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. He's getting louder and louder. He's like, okay. All right, how about this? Go to hell, bitch! And he hangs up the phone. And I'm like, am I the only person here that is not insane?
Did anybody look around when he did that? Or
yeah, it was they kind of looked, but it's one of those things where now it's like, I don't want to look up. He might shoot me.
Wow. Well,
It was
that
crazy.
sounds
Crazy.
That sounds like fun. And no surprise, Spectrum brings out the best of everybody. Let's be honest. But your video looks fantastic tonight,
Does
by
it?
the way. That's
Excellent.
the whole. Yeah, it looks good. So that's
How
always
do
good.
I sound? I know you love to say I'm too loud.
Sounds good. Nothing, no problems tonight, believe it or not, other than apparently YouTube being down. Kylie, welcome to the show. Glad you found us over on here. But yeah, Dave is on. Dave is definitely on.
We've got your entire name up here. Stalkers
on,
beware.
oh yeah, we can check out your. Now we can check out your Facebook.
Who's Darren? Does Darren watch the show? That's a weird name for a middle name for a girl. Maybe it's an Australian thing.
DTF, welcome. Glad you fixed YouTube
He fixed
solely.
it. Good job, man.
Stephen Ross checking in from old Rock Hill, right, Steve? I believe. That right?
He looks like the smoking scan guy, kind of.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Yeah,
He's
you're
got
right.
That look.
Yeah, good point.
He's got that look.
He's got that smoke and scan look.
And we had a great chase earlier, by the way. If
We
you
did.
missed it.
I screen capped 3 things. I forgot to put them up. Maybe if I get to them later. There is a great ending to this chase that we had on live earlier today. I screen capped the damn thing, and I completely forgot to send them over. But the
hilarious.
cop
God, it's
hits a tree. He's running, by the way.
Not
the
the
vehicle.
way you think. Not in the way you
It
think.
was-
He's on foot.
was so
when he
great.
hits a tree.
If we have time later, I'll pull it up and try and find it, if possible. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lou, how are you, buddy?
Oh, look at him.
Good. How are you?
Good.
Lou,
Look at you
of a
all.
sudden- I thought it was a reenactment. I thought maybe he was a Thomas Edison impersonator. or
Well,
whatever
look
you
at
wanna call
this.
it.
Look at where we started here. Look at that. That is where he started. I got to go through these, by the way, because they are effing hilarious. Of course, they're completely out of. I loaded them up in here, completely out of sync. But, and I love how you took the time, to take each picture as you shaved. This one I think is my favorite. The badass Wu-Tang Clan biker. That is Lou. I love
That's
it.
great.
Let's see,
It's
there's
beautiful. I mean, you got beautiful hair. I mean,
beautiful hair.
It's looking good. I mean, you're at the point now in your life you almost have more hair on your face than you do on your head.
Yeah.
Good
So I
point.
mean, you're creeping in that direction. Now, why on God's green earth did you grow? And how long did it take you to grow that? It looked like you grew that for 8 years.
So let's see. I haven't shaved at least since February. So it's been like that since at least, so February is the last time I think I trimmed it up. But I think last year, November, is the last time I was clean shaven because I do this every year. I shave it in November for a charity. So
Well, explain what the charity is all about, and then we'll have to figure out how to get the link out there too.
absolutely. The charity is called Mustaches for Kids. And what it is it's a charity that there's little chapters everywhere. So if you're interested, check out your local area for a chapter of it. But the Wilmington chapter is pretty much one of the longest running ones. This will be I think my 15th year growing a mustache. So we start in November, completely clean shaven, and for a month we just grow a mustache and raise money, and then we take that money and give it to various children's charities in the Wilmington area.
I mean, I would do this, but it would be like January before my mustache growed in at all. I
That's a
have
good point.
the slowest growing.
Yeah.
I can go a year, and people will be like, "Ooh, you might need to shave." I'm like, "Yeah, a couple of here's there," but it's I cannot. I'm envious of you. That beard. I mean, I don't know if I would look good with a beard. Bishop hates it if I grow any facial hair whatsoever, like he's my wife. But I think it looks great, man. I mean, it's very ballsy to shave it all off too, because people get used to your face, shave it off, and everybody's like, "Oh, you look like a baby, a big fat elderly baby."
I came out of the bathroom and the dog just cowered, like he didn't know who I was for a moment. It took the dog a little bit to realize, like, no, it's the same guy, just no beard.
Well, it's a big difference. I mean, that's a huge difference.
Oh yeah,
huge difference. Is there any way? So once this video is done, we can always put links down in the bottom. But is there anything that people that aren't friends with you on Facebook how can people help? In other words,
yeah, they can definitely. There's a website that they can go for general donations, and I am going to pull it up because I do have it somewhere on here. So it's M4K. M4K-ilm.org. So M4K-ilm.org. And there's a way they can donate right on there. They can do it right through Venmo. And if they can look up on Facebook, they can look up Mustaches for Kids Wilmington, and there's a whole bunch of links on there as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
With you growing the mustache, do people like sponsor you and like give money and stuff that way?
Yeah, so every year what I do is I hit up my friends and just say, hey, if you got a couple extra bucks you'd like to give towards my mustache, and it's not by inch or anything. It's just whatever you want to pay. And in years past, what I would do is I would then take the mustache and I would sell it on eBay. So what I would tell people to do is I'd put up on eBay and I'd have people bid on it, and I'd tell them, if you won, I'm going to trim the mustache off and glue it to a piece of paper in the shape of the mustache. I've done it multiple years, and every year somebody bids on it and wins, and they always they immediately write to me, please don't send me your creepy mustache. Is strictly for the kids. I'm giving you that money.
I mean, what's
That's
the
awesome.
top bid been? $50,000, $60,000? I mean, a Lou original stash has to go for big money. I mean, that's your DNA right there.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they're going to do. Somebody's going to buy it and frame me for a crime. That's what's going to happen.
Like, his hair is everywhere. Is this guy shedding or what? It's crazy. I mean, with the mustache, if somebody says, hey, Lou, look, I'll give you $500 if you have a Hitler stash till the end of the month. What's your work going to say when you show up with that Hitler stash?
That's the good thing about working from home at this point. But
good point.
There are certain rules for the mustache growing contest. So you can't nothing. It can't go below the lip line. So I can't have the dirt bag stash.
Right.
I have to trim it up, and then it's got to be within mustache parameters. Yeah,
you can't have that.
Yep. So that would technically.
Look at the sad face. Look at his sad face. It's just like, damn it! What did I?
There's a moment going, oh my god, I have a face under here and I don't like it.
I haven't seen myself without all of this, and probably well over a decade or more. Yeah. Jesus.
Well, it's like when I met my wife, I had a full beard when I met her. And then our first official date, it was in November, and I had just shaved for this Mustaches for Kids charity. And for some reason, I decided I wasn't going to wear my glasses. I wore contacts on the date. So here she thought she was going to meet up a bearded guy with glasses. Yeah. Here comes a shaved guy with no glasses, and I'm like I'm two different people, like the twins, trying to trick her or something.
How sweet, poor lady.
Not too long ago, I told this story about one of my fondest memories of doing the show out of your garage is walking out and seeing about $12,000 worth of KFC food sitting there and wondering. And of course, the aroma of KFC when you bring it in, it was overwhelming. Anyways, to find out that you were just taking pictures. So, anyways, I thought that this was kind of funny. I came across this. And I figured that this is how bad things are for Lou right now. He's literally trying to sell his car.
Oh, no.
A 2005 Buick LeSabre for $450.
That's terrible.
I mean, the gravy spill on it.
I know.
What happened there?
It's so random.
It brings value. You'd be surprised.
Yeah. Yep. Lou, anything going on comedy-wise? What just...
Yeah, I mean, the world's slowly opening back up. So I do a showcase at the local brewery here called the Waterline Brewing Company. I do an outdoor comedy showcase. It's twice a month. It's the first and third Wednesday of the month in Wilmington. So if you're in the Wilmington area, come on out. It's a free show to attend. I usually have about 3 comics come up and do a nice 15 to 20 minute showcase set. So it's actually, it's not an open mic. Nice. And so it's a real enjoyable show. And at the end, I'll I'll wave a tip bucket at you if you want to give, but you don't have to. And there's a great craft beer there, and it's just nice to get out there. So.
Here we go. You bring me to church, and next thing you know, you want me to get saved and give you money.
Listen, it's very expensive to keep God talking to you. Okay.
Lord don't work for free.
Lou, thank you so much for coming on. As a matter of fact, if you want to stick around for just a minute, I'm gonna do the video of the week. I don't know if you've seen it yet. It's a great one. I do know that. Now, I can't, for some reason, I had the YouTube link, but I can't get to YouTube at the moment, so we're going to have to watch it on this one, and I can't even blow it up, but that's okay.
Is this from your parlor feed?
No.
I mean, it's like really weird. He's taking us some weird website. I don't know what we're going to see.
I know,
here.
right?
Anything could happen.
So this happened earlier in the week, and I think that you guys will enjoy this. I really do.
They are all murder. And I hope you don't talk to your daughter the way you talk to me.
Oh, is that the wrong one? Hold on a minute. I'll find the right
Creed,
one.
People get in fights all the time. I mean,
hold on.
I hate to break it to you. Not everyone's like you and your fiance. Never fighting. Always in a good mood. People do argue. I bet Lou could even back me up on this. People do fight. It's not that rare of an occasion that you should make it.
It was the wrong video. Stop it.
By the way, did you know we could feed these children for the holidays? Oh, by the way, it's mustache for the kids. The kids are getting the money. Which kids are getting them? By the way, what children are being helped?
Oh, there's a whole bunch. Like we do, like the Juvenile Diabetes Association,
Nice.
A Hope from Helen, which is a cancer charity. There's a whole bunch of the Make a Wish, Eastern North Carolina. So those are all we basically split the money. So over the last 14 years, we've raised over $500,000 total.
Love it.
Oh my God!
So
cool.
so it's a real fun thing. So
all right, this is the proper one.
Are you
Like Chris Price or the other perverts?
My favorite is she calls out her friend who is probably still working there. Hey, thanks for getting me this job. I'm screwing you over while I walk out, because they're going to come and be like, hey, remember that money?
Just a reminder in case anybody here forgot. That bitch got me the job here, by the way.
Yep.
Did you notice she had like a weird dead tooth? It was like somewhere back here, and it's like
I did, yeah,
creeping me out the whole time. That's all I could look at was that weird baby tooth that was way back
well,
here.
I think that's the Walmart dental plan that they have there.
Obviously.
They just wait till they rot out of your face, and then you're like, now there's not a problem.
And you couldn't tell completely, but she was on the intercom through the entire Walmart.
I think that's what the other video you were showing is. I think that video,
the reaction
is the people out there that just were like, oh, I'm pulling my phone out for this.
Yeah.
You perverts.
Yeah,
I mean,
I like that she called out specific people for being perverts. And now I want to know, what kind of weird perverts are they in this Walmart? Are they like playing with the cameras?
Handsy kind?
Yeah.
Are they the kind that's like, ooh, them pants sure do look good on you.
Lou, we'll have to have you on again for some food talk.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We'll set something
You still
up, man.
eating, Lou?
Oh, constantly. Now,
good.
I don't have to leave the house. Are you kidding me? I'm working from home. That's all I do.
Are you are you a big DoorDasher or any of that? You order a lot of food in, or?
Yeah, like in the beginning, I started doing a lot of DoorDash, and then of course, each one of those apps has a different hey, we're gonna give you $10 of free food.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, today I'm a Postmates. Like I just keep rotating when they give me.
I'm
promotion.
a whore too.
Yeah.
I'm a whore as well. That's
they
have no allegiance.
I have been okay. So there's here's your financial tip from Uncle Lou here. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I use the search engine Bing. Nobody uses the search engine Bing, but did you know they give you points and you can turn them in for gift cards for DoorDash and Hulu. I happen to get in early, so I get Amazon gift cards. So Amazon Prime Day, I spent no money because I used all those Amazon gift cards I collected.
Wow.
Can I
That's
ask
crazy.
How much did you collect?
On average, I get each 5,250 points is a $5 Amazon gift card. I had well over $200 in gift cards for Amazon Prime Day. Yeah, so that's where I buy all my gadgets from. That's what I do.
Listen, I'd be happy to jump on the Bing bandwagon for that.
Go to Bing and sign up for the Microsoft Rewards.
That is a pro tip, and I know somebody that's. Thanks. Now the show will be non-existent. Mikey will be working on nothing but searching things.
I will
from
spend
here
my
on
day
out.
just searching So
He's
I
gonna
can
get
these points.
He's going to get a bunch of computers and just like they do in India, for all the fake YouTube followers, the Instagram followers, and he's going to be,
Do you get more points for certain searches? I mean, how does that work?
The dirty ones, no. It's limited to how many you can do a day, which I think you get 270 points a day if you do on a phone, on a computer, and the app. And then they give you bonuses the longer the streaks go. I had a streak going for almost, I think it was over 6 months, that gave me like thousands of points and bonuses.
Without even trying, I'm searching odd stuff all day, every day. I mean, there's so many times that you don't even think about it. That's crazy.
Bing was still around, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I hear that Bing actually is a good search engine. I'm just always with the Google. I don't know.
I'm stuck with Ask Jeeves. I can't get away from Ask Jeeves.
Right. And, of course, AOL. Lou, as always, man, great to see you, and appreciate you coming on. That's a really cool thing that you do. I wish you the best of luck, and hopefully we'll get the links down below.
Absolutely.
And get that in there, and we'll talk to you soon, hopefully, about some food here, man.
Absolutely. All Thanks for having me, guys. Have a good night.
All right, Lou.
Take care.
Thanks so much, Lou. Awesome. Let's listen. We got a busy night. We got to move over and do this. No, this.
Or this.
Got to do this.
Or this.
Or we
Knox hit it. Where's Knox?
This. Where is Knox?
Knox was here. Where the hell is Knox?
Play this for me, Knox, please.
Noxie? Going once? Going twice?
Mailbag!
Where's Bloody Mouth Bishop at?
Where's
Bloody Mouth Bishop?
Bloody Mouth Bishop?
Bloody Mouth Bishop.
Let's try it over here. What about this? It's still ain't playing. WTF? What happened?
Time for sports. C&B style.
I think there's going to be news. Ooh, yeah, that sounded good. C&B style. Well, that's kind of crappy. I don't know what happened.
How about this?
Let me try this one. Does this work? I don't have any damn... Well, ain't that something? Anyways, mailbag time.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. The Ugly Pirate figured out how to get on the old YouTube, too. So
if he can do it, anyone can. Mailbag, by the way, brought to you by DoorDash. Get the Ugly Pirate's comment down, Ike. There we go. If you want to be a part of the mailbag next week, you can just go over to mailbag and send us at cbshowemail@gmail.com. And you know what? We'll read anything you send. If you want Creed to read something obscene, send it on.
All right, well, this music bed works now, so I don't know why we can't have... What happened now? What is going on? Why won't the mailbag play? Why won't the mailbag play?
Because Creed, come on. It's because Knox.
That's so strange. I don't understand. Anyways, cbshowemail@gmail.com, just like he said. We start off with, hello, gents.
Hello, gent. Back.
Why do Americans eat lots of McDonald's? We eat healthier food here in the UK. Thanks, Al in Manchester. Is that true? Because I don't know about that.
I know they got bad teeth over there, right? That's the thing they're known for, bad teeth.
So we got a lot of people over the UK.
Oh, I know we do. And look, I'm going to say right now that was a joke. I love people in Canada, UK, France, Germany, and Argentina. I mean, we do eat a lot of fast food. I think Americans do eat more fast food probably than any other country.
That would make sense.
I mean, we don't like to cook. We don't like a lot of things. It's so convenient. I mean, look how much DoorDash talk we just did in the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's true. I will say this. I eat a lot less fast food now that we DoorDash just about every damn night.
I wish I could get fish and chips, but I don't want the French fries. I want actual, like, the round, like you used to get at Cedric's fish and chips. That'd be good.
Up next on the old mailbag, hi, CB Radio Show. Are you saddened by the passing of legendary game show host Alex Trebek?
I am.
I don't think Steve Harvey will be as good on Jeopardy. Love you guys. Janice in California.
Steve
Harvey? Is that?
There's no way. I mean,
is that a thing?
he would get in there and yuck it up. I mean, you remember how bad he messed up the Miss America pageant or whatever it was, reading the wrong person had won and things like that. I mean,
I didn't see that.
I think that'd be horrible. The name I heard talked about was George Stephanopoulos.
I saw that, and I guess, did you know that Ken Jennings actually already works with Jeopardy as a consultant?
Really?
They were throwing around his thing. What is the ugly pirate saying about me in Jeopardy? Creed hates Jeopardy because he can't figure out. Oh, absolutely. That is. Listen, yeah, way over my head. Price is Right. I'm on it. I can do that. Wheel of Fortune? No. None of them I can. Millionaire? I would be guessing. That's it. And if you're ever bored, on YouTube is a great documentary about the guy that cheated and how he cheated with the no whammy game. Which game was that?
Press Your Luck.
That is an amazing story because he took him. He got him. And he figured out the sequence of how things are happening. And that is a great documentary. But no, I wasn't a big fan of Jeopardy, but I know he's extremely loved. I know there's a lot of older people that absolutely are. But you know, it'll never be the same. Nobody will ever fill those shoes. No. Just like Drew Carey, replacing Bob. I mean, but Drew does a good job. He does a good job on his own, but
it's a different vibe.
It's not. It's not Bob, and that's the thing. Let's see. Hey, boys.
Hey, boy.
Hey.
Hey, boy.
Where can I find a hot water toilet? One that has the option to flush with hot water instead of cold. That from Derek from Facebook. Is that a thing?
I have no clue. I have never heard of a hot water toilet. I mean, does that mean there'd be hot water waiting for you to poop in? I mean, because I don't know about you. I don't want to give too much information, but sometimes when I'm pooping, the water will splash up on my hind end. And if it's hot, I may come off that seat, and it'd be a huge mess then.
Is a hot water toilet real, though, or is this just they
messing with us?
Messing with us.
Where's Knox? He's got a bidet. He could tell us. I mean, you don't want to clean with hot water. You just want there to be hot water in there. So does that mean it'd be like self-cleaning toilet? That'd be weird.
What is Emily saying? What is with celebrities being on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? How is that fair or even a thing? Like,
they give the money to charity.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's the whole point.
Thing.
It's charity.
It's a charity thing. Well, let's see what we got here. Let me see. Hot water in the toilet tank can indicate a problem that needs to be fixed. The mixing valve. And so is there really not a?
I don't think it's a real thing because I mean you could run, hypothetically you could run hot water to it if that's what you like. You want a hot water toilet.
Listen, there would be a bunch of. Well, there's shopping right there.
I mean, Kylie says in Japan. So I mean, Japan, they're cutting edge on the pooping.
Cutting edge on the poopy. Well, I mean, there are.
Why is that toilet $8,000?
That's a great question.
Oh my God!
Great question.
Look at that shower over there where the lady's like being hosed down in prison. It's like she's being hosed down in prison.
That's from Wish.
I wish you would.
Of course, it's from Wish. Huh. Well, you learn something new every day, I guess.
And if anybody has a hot water toilet, please let us know. I would love to hear more about it.
Let us know. Let us know how that works out for you, guys
and girls. Let us know. Oh, you're reading.
Saw the Dogman interview. Why didn't you talk about the theory that dirty Nazis made the Dogman super soldiers? That from Christopher in Florida. Why did we not talk about it? Because we didn't even know about the Dogman a month ago. That's why I didn't even know about that.
Check out this Nazi theory.
Also. Thanks to Bishop the other day, because he had told me about the whole Nazi Fanta thing. My mom's jaw dropped when we searched that. Well, that's an interesting theory.
I
By
did
the way,
find a story. By the way, there is stories that say the Nazi
Really?
werewolves who terrorized Allied soldiers during World War II. So maybe, and there's another one that says Nazi spout dogmen in the jungles of Honduras. So I mean, obviously it must be a thing. We'll have to ask him next time he's on. We'll get Jody to tell us if he knows anything about this conspiracy theory.
Yeah, Christopher will definitely, and we want to have him on again. If you haven't had a chance, we did it just last night, so make sure to check it out. It's a little long. It's very interesting though. It's something that we didn't know anything really about the dog man until a couple of weeks ago, when we were talking to her about Bigfoot, and then we ended up having Jody on last night. So that was really cool. Next up on tonight's mailbag, it says, "Hey." First time writing into the mailbag. First time listener, long time caller. I am a huge Stern fan and love the staff.
Right.
So if you guys had to compare that show's personalities to your own, like how is your show's Howard, etc. Keep it up, dudes. At Robert in New Jersey. Wow, that one takes a little
really
bit of thinking.
Tough. All right, he wants us to compare our staff to the Stern Show staff, and who would we be as far as Stern Show personas or personalities?
I wish that I could ask Robert if he means personality-wise or role-wise, because, I mean, technically Mikey would be your Baba Booey.
Yes, absolutely. I don't think we have a Howard. I really don't, because it's not like...
Not anymore.
One of us is taking over things. Plus, we all know what life is really like.
Right.
I guess Knox would have to be, not in the drug way, but he would have to be arty. He calls out a lot. He said he's got a lot of reasons why he doesn't come and do the show. He's got a few screws loose, possibly, that are keeping him back. But he at the same time he has the best stories ever.
Then this is the whack pack here down below.
Oh yeah,
the Rhinestone Cowboy, Dave the Flav, DTF. Yeah.
Who would Bishop be?
Who would our Robin be?
That'd be you, because you read the news.
Yes. Yes. That's a good one though. I like that question.
I'd like to be Ronnie. If that's possible.
Of course. Of course. Great question, Robert. I really like that.
That was a good question.
As a matter of fact, that's so good that if I remember, or if you can remind me, when we have Bish and Knox on, just to get their take on that. That's a good question. I like that. Guys, I just noticed and have to ask, why are Liam Neeson movies the same? That from Emilio in Tennessee.
Are they really the same?
I don't even know who he is, really.
Liam Neeson is the guy that's in all those Taken movies. I'll have a set of skills, and I'll use them to find you and kill you. He is a lot of tough guy in his roles now, but before I think he was in Schindler's List, which is far away from the Taken films. He was also in Dark Man, which was one of my favorite Liam Neeson movies. So, no, just his recent work has a certain tone to it. Just the tone. And I like him. I like him a lot.
Well, at least he's got one fan around here.
Tone.
Last but not least on tonight's mailbag, hey, guys. My daughter told me that she's pregnant, and I don't know how to handle it. She's 18. So I know you're going to say that she's a big girl and it's nothing to do with me, but she's still my daughter. When I asked who the father was, she told me that he's some 53-year-old man she met on Tinder.
Oh, 53, and she's 18?
You want to do some quick math on that one? And you think that's a lot.
That's a hell of a lot.
It's a lot. That's my main problem with it. If it was a guy her own age, fine. They're young. They'd find a way to deal with it. But he's old.
He's old.
He was probably just using my daughter for sex, and will now have no interest in this baby. I'm furious, and I just don't know what to do. Thanks for you helping me out in this trying time. The Kelly H. in New York.
So, I mean, here's the thing. She didn't meet the guy at church. She met him on Tinder, which is all about the sex. I mean, when you go into Tinder, you just want the sex. So, with her being there, I mean, she's a big girl. She got what she wanted, but then she ended up with something she didn't want. So
I don't have a whole lot to say, but I will say this, that wouldn't it almost be better if he wasn't maybe a part of the baby?
Yeah. Or,
I mean,
it could be a complete turnaround, and he's older, so he'll be more responsible as far as, like, taking care of the kid or,
it's possible.
Stepping up a little more than an 18-year-old kid, punk-ass kid would be.
I certainly understand that's your daughter, but I'd almost worry about letting her bring it up rather than worrying.
Oh, she's going to raise the baby. Don't worry. The kid's got to go to school. She's got a whole life.
And that is your mailbag. If you want to get in on it, feel free to drop us an email anytime, cbshowemail@gmail.com. Kylie says that Liam Neeson...
Go ahead.
Remember how I used to have to yell at... Remember how I used to have to yell at Bishop for that all the time?
Sorry.
Anyways, he said Melbourne or Burn?
I think it's
Newborn.
Melbourne, like Jesus born.
Dave, I didn't see your email. So
Dave, I looked over your email and I thought it was just a little bit much for the air. Just a little bit. He started out so great, and then it just gone.
That sounds about right.
Off the rails.
Sounds about right. All right, let me see if I had a very nice
sandwich.
I had a very fun little thing for you, but I don't have anything queued up. I've got a ton of these old cassette tapes. The one that is in this deck right now is from 1995, and it's me on air. And I was going to play you a little bit, but getting to know this, I haven't used a tape deck in I don't know how long. I had a perfect one set up because I say London. I was talking about London, and I say London.
Nice.
Lenden, definitely. I say it twice during the break, which was really funny.
Was it an ad for the cough drop people?
It was not. I was talking about Pink
Ludens.
Floyd because I was so cool. And playing... Yeah, no, but not if it's 2 seconds. You're not going.
Yeah, you're fine.
And it's really loud, so I apologize. That is not even on one.
Oh wow!
And by the way, I already know. Let me stop that real quick. I already know that if it's Delamitri roll with me or roll to me, that means it was a 2 minute and 15-second song. So when we were doing radio back in '95, we had CBS News at the top of the hour, and you had to hit it just right. So you had to time out your entire hour, and Delamitri would play all the time. So I guarantee you that CBS News is coming up like right after it. I am sure. Jesus, that's loud.
By the way, cassettes don't even work no more.
Thanks, Dave. Well, they do. Might not be able to let you hear any of this because...
My God.
I had it queued up. It's only a 2 minute song, so I don't know why it's not the end yet. Cassettes don't even work.
That was such a horrible song, by the way. Oh, you
I was ready. How long is this song? I swear to God, it's a 2 minute and 15-second song.
I think it's 8 minutes. This song is 8 minutes long. By the way, all right, so 1995, how old were you in 95? You don't remember
do some math. I'm 41 or 42. I was born in 79, so 89, 99 minus 14, 15? Did I do that right?
Close enough. I mean, it's one of those things where, give or take. So you were a teenager.
Yeah.
Was this a paying job or were you like an intern?
It was. No, at first when I started, when I was 13, 14, they couldn't pay me until I was 15.
That's unreal. I mean,
I had it all. That was a great break.
I had it all. There I was, 15 years old, pulling all of that radio.
Well, let me tell you, I did not have that much fun of the teen years of most did in high school. I mean, dances. You wanted to. I actually had.
Oh, here we go. Ooh.
Maybe.
And take a look at our weather forecast for Bath Hammondsport and surrounding central southern tier for today. Extended outlook Tuesday through Thursday. Snow showers Tuesday,
post,
partly sunny Wednesday and Thursday. High in the mid to upper 30s on all 3 days. Here's Cranberries and Dreams. WVIN WABH.
Boom! Look at that. You're a little off. You were a little early. You pulled out too quick.
Anyways, I will be perusing. I've got a lot of them. I'll be perusing some
I love
fun
how you're
ones.
putting on that great voice that you're coming in.
Oh, yes.
Each and every
It's
time.
like 15, 16, I don't know.
Flurry's coming through.
I can't wait to listen.
Did you have a radio name that wasn't Creed?
I don't know if I ever even said my name. No, it would have been Creed, yeah.
Goomer and the Boomer. In the morning.
Do you want to talk conspiracy theories? You want
I would love
you want to do that? We'll do that.
You know I love a good
I don't understand this tape deck. See, when I stop it, it just fast forwards automatically without doing anything.
Well, that's probably because if you don't know, and I'm going to break this news to you now,
Yeah.
cassettes don't even work no more. No more. Not even a little bit.
All right, let me see here.
I love
All
that
right.
radio voice. That was great.
I figured you'd enjoy that. All right, let me pull this up over here. But I've got a lot of them, so I do look forward to listening through some of that. Cause
Oh, by the way, I was on the phone today with my cable provider setting up my new equipment. And the guy's like, what are you using the upgraded, internet for? I was like, well,
Yeah.
Doing some stuff on YouTube. This guy, we sat and talked 15 minutes about the show. And
really?
He's like, I'm going to subscribe as soon as I get off here. He said, I love
that's
that
cool.
kind of stuff. He's like, I can't wait. I was like, yeah, so I was pretty pumped. I thought about just randomly calling people and asking them to subscribe to our channel on YouTube. just randomly cold call.
random
Cold
kind of conversations. All right, so I came across this one today. There is a we'll get to the one that I got loaded up over here, which is a brand new part add-on to this conspiracy theory that I didn't even know. By the way, nice shirt. I didn't even see that one. That's a big red one.
Mikey the big red dog.
Big red dog.
I got a lot of shirts, Creed. Come on. I got a whole bunch of them.
So, have you heard the conspiracy about Melania Trump
Okay.
having stand-ins? Have you heard about that?
So, like, she would have somebody go to, like public appearances, or just, like, her walking to the plane or something like that? Like, her actually talking to someone?
Well, I think that it's kind of all over the place. There is a lot of I don't have this.
Do we have any photographic evidence? I would love to see that.
Well, there is of the new part of this, which is Harris, that I never can pronounce her name right unless Emily asks me and I can pronounce it properly.
I always think about
Kamala?
the wrestler Kamala.
Yeah, I think that's
The
how I say
Ugandan
it.
headhunter.
Well, so anyways, the hashtag fake Melania hashtag was trending again in the latest round of conspiracy theories about her sometimes, again, having a stand-in. The First Lady was photographed Thursday as she boarded Marine One with President Trump en route to the debate in Nashville. Now, this is a couple of weeks ago. And like I said, I haven't even heard of this one. They suggested that she was a body double. It said, good luck finding any photos of her smiling the way that she was. And that was, let me see, did I not see
Was it a big toothy smile?
Well, from what I saw, it honestly, it's I can see where they have a reason to say that. I thought I had a link for this. Hang on. Give me a moment.
I thought it was really weird how
There it is.
all those really dirty pictures of her went away once she became first lady. Her and the other woman just like
Have you
kissing,
been binging those to get your points up, Ed?
Man, come on. Tons of that Melania porn here to hell.
All right, so I ran across this one, which was New York Post, that was talking about it. And there's a video here. We'll try to play it if it ever pops up, but it might be through YouTube because it is just sitting there going around and around.
It's just doing its thing, baby.
Unless they're going to pop up an ad first, probably.
Oh, probably. I've heard different things about celebrities, dictators, high-ranking officials using doubles to go places.
Yeah.
The one that I heard the most of was like the Queen of England had a double that would go places and things like that, just because she didn't want to, but it looked good if she was out, making an appearance. So I don't think it's out of the question that they would do something like that. She's got really squinty eyes, by the way, Melania. It's like I don't know if she can even see me.
Why is the video playing down there, but it won't play?
It ain't playing.
How do you make that big from here?
How do you? Well, let me tell you.
That. There you go. Maybe.
Creed, by the way, is taking a class at the community college on how to use a computer.
Learning.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
I
right
am
there.
learning. All right, so watch this. Watch. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so
I'm sure that's copyrighted music.
yeah, keep it turned down. It's not going to be any talking. There's something like conspiracy theory is back after me. Piled on smile.
Do you want me to go back on that? Did you read it? Did it go?
Yeah, I got you. So
You sure?
yeah, I'm pretty sure I got it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there's some side by sides there. I mean, it's pretty good.
I mean, the girl on the bottom right, if you look at her chin, I mean, this chin is very squared off down here. And then you got the one up there at the top, a lot of gum showing. She's very tight-lipped with her smiles. So that's a very gummy smile up there at the top. I think that is
She's a
double.
gummer.
Yeah, I think old Gummy up there is a double. I think that's 100% correct.
I think it looks it. I mean, it's pretty compelling.
Or maybe Trump got a new lady. Who knows?
Now look at that.
Ooh.
When you look at that side by side like
Oh
that.
my God. I mean, look at old fake teeth over here. I mean, those things are white as the driven snow. And these teeth over here, she's a coffee drinker. I mean, you can tell right there. Look how big.
Yeah, if you
look at the
right
two front
in
teeth.
This one right here, look how high up that goes into the gum there.
And that's because she's got a little receding gum action right here. She may have gingivitis.
Gingivitis.
But these are fake veneers over here on Melania.
Absolutely 100%.
But look, her two front teeth aren't even the same size. They look kind of weird.
Yeah.
And these are like square front teeth.
I do wonder, though, because, I mean, listen, I'm sure that there's a lot of work being done here and there, a lot of collagen or any of that stuff. But I wonder how amount of time between these two, because, I mean, she sure as shit could have went and got veneers between that time.
Come
right?
on. She's
You
had
don't think
those.
so?
No, she's had those. I mean,
Yeah,
she's done
good
with Trump's
point.
old lady. She had them
Yeah,
from
good point.
the jump. I mean, but this one over here, I mean, they both do have the, as I like to call them, razor lips. But
Razor lips.
Those teeth. Ooh, those teeth. Those are the dead giveaway. Whoa. Wait a minute. Those two side-by-side pictures, that was very odd. That was very weird looking. That girl's way younger than Melania, too. Melania's no spring chicken.
I agree that seems that way. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I didn't even know that was a thing. That is only a couple of, for instances. You can definitely go down the rabbit hole with that one. And you can find a lot of other instances where people have pointed that out. And like I said, I didn't even know that was going on. Nice, Dave. Good for you, buddy. Good for you, my friend.
And that's what his email was like.
I
That's what his
believe
email
that.
was like.
You'll see this in the article, but this is a big shot of it. This is they're saying that's not her at all.
That's
so
supposed to be Melania?
No, that's Kamala. That's what I was saying. Is see that I didn't even realize that there was one going on with her, and now we're jumping into this conspiracy theory, which is
it would be easy with the masks and everything. I mean,
well, that's what I was thinking too. But you're going to see as we let me pull this up here. Let me drop that, get that up, get rid of this ad over here. But yeah, you're going to see on here that. There's a lot of proof if we get through the 9 million ads. Jesus Christ. And see, people started tweeting, is this her body double? It sure looks it.
yeah, I mean.
Let's see here.
I mean, she doesn't have a very distinct body. I mean, she's got a pretty average looking body. So it's not like, All
right, here. I love this one here. So if you look, let me go full screen on this so you can see it a little bit better.
Okay, I'm looking for the old lady neck.
All right, the turkey neck. I think that what they're showing is not only the neck, but if you look up above her eyebrow right there, you got that little bump. It's a pretty interesting conspiracy theory, and like I said, I had not just kind of stumbled upon this one today, and there is a lot of tweets and a lot of evidence that shows a lot of different stuff. Can I make that bigger if I just click on that or no?
Probably not.
Let's see what that does now. It's just going to take me to
No,
Twitter.
take us to Twitter. By the way, we do have a Twitter account if you want to go over there and check that out.
We got
thank
that
God,
Twitter.
Thank God there was no pornography there because Twitter is full of it.
Is that where you're binging?
That's where I'm
All right,
all the
let's see.
time. Oh, by the way, I found another picture of her. Oh, look, right there, moles. Those moles.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, right above her eyebrow. So then you go one more, and that's not there. What are they looking at in the ear, though? Let me see. Let me back up in the ear.
Shape of the ear?
Is it the shape of the ear?
Okay, yeah, look how skinny the bottom of her ear, the canal. Before you go into the canal, it's very small.
Okay.
And the other one,
Right
it's
in here
very,
you're talking.
Yeah,
Right in
absolutely.
here.
And if you look at the other one, it's very open. See how open
Oh,
that is?
God, yeah, that's a huge difference. But I hate to play devil's advocate. She has on a very small earring there, though.
True.
All right, this other one.
But the moles.
Oh, the mole, though. And you can't really see that. Nah, yeah, I'm not even going to say, because that doesn't even look like it's being pulled. It would be pulled, like, not up and down. It looks like it'd be pulled towards her mask.
Yeah, it's like pulling away from her head.
I don't know. But like I said, see, that one's a pretty good one, though.
Yeah.
I mean, so.
Well,
yeah,
now
I
that
don't
you
know.
got me looking, I found a picture of Kamala as well. And if we compare this, I mean, look right here. I mean, no moles whatsoever. No nothing. I mean, this is Kamala, too. I mean, this is my Kamala, by the way. That's my Kamala. My Kamala.
That's funny. So, anyways, there's a conspiracy theory to look up, and what do you guys think? I don't know. That's a pretty good one. I mean, they're pretty good ones.
By the way, Ugly Pirate, talking about lizard people, that is our next rabbit hole we're going to be going down. Yes, I'm in talks with a few different people, but it's one of those things where it seems the more outrageous the subject matter might be,
the harder it is to get people to come
difficult it is
forward.
to talk to some of these people. Some of these people are very not as great as Jody was last night. And if they're not suitable for air, I can't bring them on. I mean, then what's the use of that? So
yeah, I mean, I wonder if we could. We need to get that technology where they're sitting in a chair and they're just all blacked out and their voice sounds weird. You know,
that's the way to do it.
One of those things. Yeah, that's a problem. I can understand that.
And last night, hearing Jody talking about how it seemed like the government was after him.
Yeah, I'm glad
trying
I asked.
to kill him.
Because I've heard that's one thing that I always thought about, and I've heard it on coast to coast a lot about people getting ran off the road. Some crazy shit that have happened to them.
A tree.
So it's pretty interesting that he did have some some kind of weird stuff happening. But yeah, am I missing anything? I want to make sure. I think it's about time for news. I think I'm Emily. I wonder if she's still awake. I was gonna have her come in.
Please don't wake her up. Oh my
keep
God,
you company
please don't
for
wake
a
her up.
minute. While I go out and have my smoke break.
Well, you know what? Feel free to go ahead and do that, and I can talk
There she
about
is. She's
some
coming.
upcoming. Oh, very good. Upcoming interviews that we're going to have while she is approaching. And Creed, by the way, people often ask me, "Where's Creed going?" Creed has a what you would call a cult he is raising, and that cult has to be fed every 3 hours. And if he doesn't, I think he told me it was called a foil, if I'm not mistaken. If he doesn't feed that foil every 3 hours, it could die. So that's just the kind of guy Creed is. Not only does he sell used items on the internet, oh no, he is also an equestrian, a fine one at that. He has several, if you look back there on his shelves, several equestrian awards. I believe that's where he met his fiancée. It was at a horse show. I mean, he's a breeder. I mean, let's not go forget that. He is a breeder. So, I mean, he's a multifaceted guy who can really, do his thing out there in the world, taking care of stuff. And Emily, how was your trip to, what was it, Las Vegas, Reno?
Nashville.
Where was it y'all went?
Nashville.
Nashville, yes, the hot spot for bachelorette parties. Did you go to
Yeah.
any male strip clubs?
No.
Female strip clubs?
No. I wanted to do, they have because they have a male show. It's like the Chippendale thing, but it's like with cowboys or whatever.
Ooh.
I wanted to do that because I thought it would be funny. And I think that's what you're supposed to do when you're on bachelorette trips.
You think it would be funny?
It was,
Uh,
yeah.
have you ever seen that movie Magic Mike? Did you laugh the whole time? I didn't.
I laugh when I'm very uncomfortable. So that's why I think it would be funny. I don't know. But yeah, no, we didn't do that. We did pedal tavern bike thing. It's like the
I
new
saw that.
thing
What a
yeah.
waste of money. What an
Yeah.
insane waste of money.
So
Creed told me it was like $500 to ride this thing.
okay. Wait, okay. So yes. So at first I was thinking the same thing. I was like, this is ridiculous. So yeah, it was just under 500, so $50 a person. And then I was like, okay, that's a lot, but whatever. Like, it'll be fun. Then I found out after I booked it, because I was just like the booker, like helping my sister plan everything. So I was just booking it. I didn't really know that much about it. And then I was like reading into it. And you have to bring your own alcohol. So they don't supply any alcohol to you. It was like, so you have to bring all your own stuff. So I was like, okay, so like technically
You could have
you're
rented a
exercising
bicycle, by
for
the way.
$50.
Yeah.
That's what you're riding a bike for $50. But it was actually a really good time. Actually wasn't as bad as I thought because I was a little like, but no, it was a lot of fun. I would do it again if I had like a good group of people. Yeah, it looks like that.
I mean, that is so you had to bring your own alcohol.
Yeah, they have coolers for you.
So did
and
you have to
then
make
can-
your own drinks, or
Well,
did you just
so,
drink
yeah,
beer
like-
out of the can?
Yeah, you can't have glasses and like on the thing it didn't say that you couldn't bring liquor, but it would be really difficult because you'd be having to mix it yourself. Because the person, I'm pointing at the screen like you can see, but there's a person that like drives it, so like, and that's your bartender, so they wouldn't necessarily be able to pour your liquor drinks. So we just brought beer and seltzers and in cans, and so it was just easier to drink. But
That looks like no fun whatsoever.
it was actually a lot of fun. Well, it's only fun if you have the right person that's like your bartender tour guide person, because our person made it fun.
Now,
Yes, I'm a ghost.
with you guys being on there, could you get pulled over for drunk driving?
No, but we definitely got a lot more tipsy than I thought we were going to. And then we went into a diner afterwards, and we were hot mess express. It was really bad. I felt bad for the diner people, and I'm surprised we didn't get kicked out.
Was it
to be
really an
honest.
express, though? Don't you think it was just a hot mess and not so much express? I mean, it could have just
I
been
don't know.
hot
It
mess.
was hot mess, train wreck, whatever you want to call it. That was us.
Did anybody have sex with someone they weren't supposed to?
No.
Are you sh-
All the girls that were on the trip were in relationships, except one.
Of course, that's
Yeah.
not got anything to do with the question I asked.
I know, but I said no. But then I like prefaced it with like 'cause
Girls
they were being
randomly
faithful
hook up
into
with
their
men
relationship.
all the time outside
Yeah.
of a relationship, so
Yeah.
is not a unfounded question. I didn't pull that out of a hat. That
No,
was
I know.
definitely-
I'm just saying. Like,
Have you ever seen that show Maury? It's all over that. I mean, tons of people doing things they're
Yeah.
not supposed to. So
I know, but no, everyone was very well behaved. No one did anything.
So nobody come home with crabs or anything like that.
No, there was kind of one funny story, and I don't know if I can say it like on the air, but there was. Well, I guess I don't know. Anywho, so our first night, someone got really drunk and peed in another girl's suitcase, all over her clothes.
So all right. So you basically, this girl went and squatted over someone's suitcase and peed inside of it.
Someone, no one knows who it is because we
Oh.
found out the next morning.
You guys have an idea.
I
I know how women talk.
I really don't know because I was the first one asleep, so I was like, that's why I was like, it's definitely not me, but I
You
don't
think
know
maybe
who,
she
so.
has a wiener and she was able to stand up and pee?
I don't know because also like where our suitcases was, mine was right next to, so you'd have to walk over mine, and I feel like if you were that drunk, you'd probably trip over, and I don't know how you'd be able to.
Then how do you know it wasn't
over
you?
the suitcase?
It could have
Because
been
I
you.
told you I was asleep.
It could have been you. Sleep
I was asleep.
peeing.
That's never happened to me in my whole entire
I
life.
mean,
So no.
Were you all sleeping in the same room?
There was 3 rooms, so we were split up between the 3
It could have been a
rooms.
panty check. I mean, maybe somebody had urine stained panties on.
I don't know, but I felt really bad for the girl that it happened to. But she was like so like chill, well not chill about it, but she was just laughing about it, like no biggie. I was like, if someone peed in my
It was her
suitcase,
then. I've just
I would
solved
be
the
gone.
case. She pissed in her own suitcase. That was it. Otherwise, she would have
Yeah.
been so mad that someone had pissed in her clothes. There is no way in hell
Well, she was
that
a
she
really
didn't
nice
do it.
girl, so I don't know.
No, she did it. She's a really nice girl because she pissed in her suitcase and didn't want to admit it. I'm telling you, this
I
girl.
don't know.
What's her phone number? I'm gonna call her right now and let her know
I don't know
I've
her
solved
phone
this
number.
case.
I don't know her.
She pissed in her
But
own suitcase.
I felt so bad for her. It was our first night too, so we had to wash her all her clothes, and then her suitcase was like one of those hard suitcases, so like cleaning it was a little difficult. And
Do you think
know.
maybe she was just a really filthy person and brought a bunch of dirty, smelly clothes that smelled like piss and
No,
just made you guys
no.
wash them?
No, I don't think so at all. But well, and at first because she said she had a cat, and so we kind of did ask like,
Mhm.
oh, maybe
Cat
a
pissing
cat
on
jumped
you.
in there and peed, but she said no because she was just in there before we went out the night that it happened and changing, and nothing was wet. So it
Likely
definitely.
story. Well,
yeah.
she did it. She did it for sure. She pissed in her own suitcase.
I don't know.
100%.
Like I said,
No
I don't
doubt
know.
about it.
I don't think we'll ever know because no one's gonna fess up to that, even if they do remember. I mean, that's horrible.
She peed in a suitcase and she doesn't want to admit it. But thankfully it was her, so.
I mean, if it was, it would be the best case
All right,
scenario.
let me put it
'cause
to you
it's
this way.
not-
If you woke up and somebody pissed in your suitcase, would you laughed it off and be like,
No,
that's so silly.
No, I would have been so mad. I really would.
Girls will be girls.
I
No,
would have
so
probably
that
been
tells
like,
you right
okay,
away
all
she
of
did it.
you are off my list. I'm like sleeping downstairs with my stuff, and no one's allowed to come near me. I would have been really mad. I mean,
So
obviously
that-
the person didn't do it on purpose, but still, it's still like
She did it.
very gross.
She did it to herself. She gave herself a golden shower. Where
But
is
that was-
Creed? Is he smoking a carton of cigarettes?
I just heard him come in, and he went. the
I've
other
watched
way.
him go back and forth. By the way,
Yeah.
when you were gone, there was a ghost in the studio
Yeah.
that moved the shirt. It was very creepy.
Oh,
And it
the
was
shirt,
noticed.
yeah.
It was noticed by a watcher, I guess you would call it.
I think they were referencing me that I'm the ghost, but that's okay. You're just not really that smart, Mickey. Or maybe yeah, you were making a joke that I didn't get. I don't know.
See, girl
Okay.
pissed in her own suitcase.
Like I said, I think that would be best case scenario because then it was her own pee. But I mean, me and my sister were the one that ended up cleaning it for her because we felt bad. But so maybe we ended up cleaning our own pee. I don't know, but
No, that was sound like the best time ever. Hopefully, you didn't spend over $25, $30 on this trip because it sounds terrible, awful. Just
You don't want to know
appalling.
what I spent on this trip.
Appalling.
It was really fun though. No, it really was. I had a good time. All right.
Here comes
since
Creed.
he's gone. Oh, there he is. I was just gonna say. So it's almost. Don't you hate how like everything closes early, and so like if you want to order DoorDash late, you can't because stuff's closed.
That's when you're stuck with McDonald's or somewhere like that.
Well, Applebee's is the only thing open, which I mean McDonald's would be better.
Appleteezies from Applebeezies.
Okay, I think I've done my job. I have to leave now.
Sports. No sports. You almost got me, Tobin. I almost put your comment up without reading it.
What are you talking about?
You jerk.
Gotta remind her to turn off this light because she becomes a freaking. Jesus Christ.
Powder. You ever seen that movie Powder?
Powder. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to bug her. That was a great story.
Yeah, I saw you doing laps up and down the hall. I mean,
Well, I
like
had to come in and pee.
the hallways were like a hospital. Busy as can be at the night. Tobin almost got me. I almost had his comment up.
I just
wasn't
saw
paying
it.
attention.
I just saw it. He just likes to try and crack us out.
I thought Knox was going to check in with us, dude.
Oh, he's a very busy man. You didn't know that?
Well, this is my quandary. Here in the
careful.
Onslow of the county.
Phones are going to start blowing up.
Here in the Onslow of the county, say I had to go to the emergency room and my wife took me.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't come in. She'd have to drop me off and come back.
Mm-hmm.
You can't bring in extra people. It's just you,
Right.
and that's it because of all the precautions. That's all.
Are you just throwing things out there to get me started? Is that what you're doing right now? It ain't working. It ain't working. I ain't saying a word. Not a word.
I would love to see Bishop come on with his bloody mouth. I bet he is so doped up right now. He is passed out.
I bet you're right.
They have got him on the good stuff.
Listen to that. So I can't even play the news. Oh, there it is. That is so weird. Why is it doing that? Is it maybe this? Maybe?
So hot.
I'm going to try something. Let's see.
See, if I'd have known Tobin was going to be around tonight.
Time for news. CMP.
Huh? Go ahead.
If we known Tobin was going to be around tonight, we could have had him on in the third chair.
That's true, yeah. Tobin, you probably should come on sometime, and I want to play those videos of him laying on his couch messing with these bill collectors. It's very funny. I completely forgot. We will. All right, let's do this.
Time for news. CMP style.
I think there's going to be news.
This is a news update.
Well, we start off actually, by the way, and I will let you know this, there is a couple of stories that I came across, just like the old conspiracy theory that I didn't even know about. I found a couple of great news stories, and this one is kind of old, dating back actually to August 7th, believe it or not.
That is really old.
And an Idaho man, he was banned from Yellowstone. Rangers received reports August 7th that a group of 10 people were hiking near a geyser basin.
A
there in
geyser.
Yellowstone. A geyser. A thermal area. Now, I'm not sure what a thermal area is, but if I have to guess, it's in the area where the geyser.
That's the erogenous zone, dude. I call it the thermal area. It gets really hot there. Thermal.
Waiting for it. I can't believe that we made it an hour and 14. And
I know, right?
Anyway, so when Rangers reached the area, they found 2 whole chickens in burlap sacks in a hot spring, and they were cooking chicken in the hot spring.
I mean, that would work. I mean, it would definitely cook them.
Well, apparently in that thermal area, you're not allowed to even in that area. The man was also cited for violating closures and use limits, whatever that
Look
means.
here. I have something to admit. I violated many closures.
I knew that was coming. And by the way, so this isn't that old because it was just on September 10th that he was ordered to pay $600 for each of the charges, and will serve 2 years unsupervised probation. And he's also banned from the park.
Banned from Yellowstone.
No cooking the chicken. In 2001, I guess this is kind of a thing that they deal with. A Seattle television personality actually dug a hole near a geyser to show how the natural heat could cook a chicken. The show was fined $150 and placed on probation for 2 years for disturbing mineral deposits in a national park and stepping off trails near the geysers.
Why don't Yellowstone just open like Church's Chicken there, and we could really solve this problem of people trying to eat chicken while they're there at the park?
I mean, let's be honest.
We're missing an opportunity. I mean, we really are. I mean, there's a gold mine to be had in the thermal area.
In the thermal area. All right. So now this is kind of cray-cray.
Oh yeah.
It goes right along with how this year has been of 2020 of crazy crap that's been happening.
Do tell.
Footage taken Friday above the helipad at USC Keck Hospital at East LA. It showed a helicopter that had crashed on the helipad, and it's laying there on top of the building, laid over on its side. The helicopter was actually carrying an essential organ from a donor at a hospital in La Mesa, California. So they're rushing it over there. It was a heart.
Is there anything such as an unessential organ? I mean, do we ever transport appendixes? I mean, aren't they all pretty much essential?
Yeah, you would think so. So it ended up on its side, leaving the pilot with some minor injuries. 2 other passengers reportedly unscathed. Patients and staff inside the hospital said they felt a jolt, and pedestrians on the sidewalk below had to dodge some debris.
Dodging debris, dude. Dodging debris.
All right, but this is pretty comical about what happened. So if you think about it, so the helicopter is bringing over an essential heart. A guy comes over, picks it up, starts running off of the helipad to get it into the hospital. He trips and falls.
Oh, no.
And he drops it.
Oh, my God. This would have been my heart, by the way. This would have been the one I was getting.
I mean, right? No, I know. I guess the heart was okay. Everything was fine. But imagine that. So this heart, is in a helicopter accident, or an airship, as they call it in California. Get it right. And then the guy trips and falls and drops the damn thing. So it was the heart was not broken. But man, can you imagine?
The heart was not broken.
Yeah. Yutaka Umeda, I believe that's how you say this 73-year-old man's name.
I thought it was a new dish at Taco Bell.
The mayor of Yamato. It's a small town in Japan. He has become an internet sensation, an overnight internet sensation.
Do tell.
After it's noticed that the kanji characters used to write his name actually spells out Joe Biden.
Ooh.
He reportedly had no idea that people had made the connection between his and Biden's name until his family told him that he was trending on social media. This is him here, the Japan version of Joe Biden. He said that he hoped that his association with the U.S. president-elect would bring his town with a population of only 15,000. The same recognition that the Japanese fishing town of Obama enjoyed when its namesake became a presidential candidate. Residents formed an Obama for Obama support group while he was still aiming to become the Democratic nominee in 2008. They said that the town later created themed chopsticks, sweet bean buns, and other souvenirs featuring his name and image. Obama name-checked the town during his visit in Japan in 2009. And so this man is hoping that that's going to happen to his town as well and get some extra yen or whatever it is they use.
Euros, whatever he's getting. I mean, do you think that's really going to help, though? I mean, come on. People are like, ooh. So if you write this guy's name in Cantonese or wherever it is, it looks like it says Joe Biden.
Well, I mean, listen, obviously this town of Obama made some money off of it, so I don't know. Off to New York we go, where a Bond billionaire, his name is Bill Gross. He's involved. By the way, this story, I'm only going to give you a few points about it, some of the funnier points, but it is a very, very long one, almost like jumping down a rabbit hole to find out about these two neighbors that are really should not be living next to each other. He is involved in a large battle with his tech entrepreneur neighbor over a $1 million sculpture and allegations that Gross has been blasting Gilligan's Island repeatedly over and over again on loop from his house. Gross is a co-founder of an investment firm, and his partner, Amy Schwartz, installed a large lighted glass art installation on their Laguna Beach property along the property line shared with their neighbors. Gross and Schwartz then installed larger poles and protective net above the installation. The neighbor and his wife alleged the art installation partially blocked their ocean views.
No.
After several months of unsuccessful attempts to discuss the matter between the two neighbors, they filed a complaint with the city of Laguna Beach in June. The complaint prompted an investigation by the city that determined that the installation, the netting, and lights were all a violation of city code and did not have the proper permits, blah, blah, blah. So a lawsuit. Shortly after all that, that's when he started saying that he started retaliating against them and harassing and disturbing them with loud music and bizarre audio recordings at excessive levels during various hours of the day and night, including pop, rap, and often Gilligan's Island. I guess Gilligan's theme was the biggest one that they used, which is pretty funny if you ask me.
If you're a longtime listener of this show, you would know right now would when I would send this over to Bishop, and Bishop would become the skipper, and he would tell us about how he hated Gilligan. Gilligan was a well-known pedophile on the island, had this, that, and the other. But you know what? He's not here tonight, so no skipper.
Gross also accused his neighbor of him and I guess that they said that he was peeping on them. And that's part of the lawsuit too, and it goes on and on and on as far as allegations between both of them. It's a pretty good story, but it's very long. But that's the gist of it, anyways. Next up, we go to North Conway, New Hampshire, where a cat who patrolled the highest peak in the northeast U.S. for a dozen years as its weather observatory's mascot. From where, honey? You ordering food? You're not getting Applebee's, are you? Oh, I hope you're not getting Applebee's. Just come in. We'll discuss it. Here's the cat.
Oh, that's your cat. Well, you ain't fooling me.
Looks a lot like my cat. My cat's never been to New Hampshire, I promise you. He's Marty, a black Maine Coon cat. He succumbed to an unforeseen illness. I'm just reading it as it is, Mikey. Just reading it as it is. As a past observer who lived on the summit for 4 years, I can tell you Marty was a special companion, entertainer, and so incredibly loved by observers and state park staff, and will be sadly missed. 6,000. Marty,
get out there. You got to get out there and do your act. The crowd's here and they're loving it. Marty.
6,288 feet above is the summit. Home of the world's worst weather since 1932. The observatory had recently shared the news that Marty would retire off the mountain in early 2021, but he went a little sooner.
So did they bury Marty on the mountain, or do you think...
Question. Didn't hear.
Was there an investigation? Could foul play have been taken part in this? Was there another cat in the wings waiting to take that job? Did he have COVID? I mean... There's a lot of unanswered questions here with Marty.
The next to last from Dave the Flav definitely is funny. Next up on CMB News at 9, residents in a predominantly black neighborhood in Haines City, Florida, knew something was off on Saturday when they saw a young white man driving a bulldozer down the street. Something you don't see every day, apparently, in your neighborhood. And by the way, this is another one of the old ones that I missed from about a month ago. He was driving the bulldozer down the street. He made his way down the block. The man began running over every lawn sign in sight that was in support of Joe Biden.
Oh, no.
Then this man comes onto my property, took the 2 Joe Biden signs I had in my yard, then came back with a bulldozer to run down my fence.
This guy meant business.
What a local homeowner was telling Bay News 9. The man later identified as by police as a 26-year-old James Blight, who's not so bright, was charged with grand theft auto and trespassing, according to the news.
I mean, if I was going to steal something, a bulldozer would probably be it. I mean, that's a pretty good that or a tank. One of the two. Don't do it, Creed. You can only get a burger or something like that, and if you get anything different, it's an upcharge.
Oh, really?
I know their game.
I don't like their. I hate their food. Are you paying or am I? That's the question. Are you paying or am I? Last but not least, on CNB News at 9 takes us to Wisconsin, where a trooper pulled over a driver on Highway 63 in northern Wisconsin.
Trooper!
Saturday afternoon after seeing a snowmobile being transported in not one of the best ways, not the way you should be transported. Look how old this Corolla is, too, by the way. And I do like that they took the time, on the end of the skis there to make sure that you knew that it was a wide load.
Look here. That ski mobile costs more than it's worth more than that damn car. Yeah,
snowmobile or sled,
snow vehicle, all terrain snow vehicle. Well, I mean, how can you go wrong with that?
What kind of burgers? What would you get from Applebee's? I haven't been to Applebee's, and I can't imagine how long it's been.
Get them the biggest burger they've got.
Yeah, get me a burger, then I'll be fine with that.
Some fries.
That'll be fine.
They got Nashville hot chicken.
Oh, I just had Nashville hot chicken the other night because you made the joke. It was the night after you made the joke about they have great, when we were talking about Emily being in Nashville, and you said, they have great chicken. I got it from O'Charlie's, which here's my pro tip of the night. I don't like big, chunky chicken. So I ask for them to bang that chicken out before they bread it and put it in.
Look here. I want you to prime that chicken down. I want you to bang it out.
So back to the snowmobile. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation tweeted a photo of the car, which you see here. It's a Polaris topper on Monday with the message, folks, don't try this at home. The 23-year-old driver was issued a warning about the hauling technique and cited for failing to buckle up, according to the DOT spokeswoman. The driver, Matthew Schmidt of Clayton, Wisconsin, told the trooper that he had just bought the snowmobile off of Facebook Marketplace and was driving it over to a friend's house to show him. I know it looks sketchy, but this is my favorite quote from this. This is my favorite quote. He says, I know it looks sketchy, but we had it strapped down and I shook it.
Oh, yeah.
So he gave it the shake test, and there you go. Schmidt told the trooper that his vehicle had Minnesota license plates because he had purchased the car in the Twin Cities last spring and hadn't gotten around to transferring the title.
Well, that happens. I mean, if you don't have a title, what better way to be inconspicuous and not get pulled over than strap a giant snowcat right on top of the vehicle?
Love it. I actually had a Polaris very, very close to that one.
You son of a bitch. You braggart.
Started out with an Arctic Cat El Tigre 500 and then transitioned into a Polaris like that. Not to get too political, but this is something I can get behind right here.
Oh, yes,
right
please.
There. I really can. That, to me, is something I absolutely
What time does your
behind.
Walmart close? Ours closes at 9.
Ours, I noticed you can go and get tires now and oil again. They opened that up. Still can't walk in. Apparently, if you walk through the garden center, you are effed and you've got COVID because they can't open that up. But I think it's 10 o'clock. I think that they extended the hours. It sounds crazy, the amount of hours. And I see in North Carolina, they backed off with what we were talking about this yesterday or whatever with the back to 10 people in your household.
10 in the house.
Over Thanksgiving, whatever. New York's getting ready to shut down. Lots of stuff on Facebook I see of everybody's aisles being cleared out again for the second time.
Stupid. So stupid.
It's absolutely ridiculous. So good luck with all of that.
I feel bad for people who have it or have had it, but I don't know anyone who's passed from it. I just don't. I know more people have died of flu and drinking too much hooch than
the hooch,
the Corova. Talk about
what do you want
DeLoreans.
to talk about DeLorean?
John DeLorean, inventor of the DeLorean, who went to prison and went bankrupt. He decided he wanted to build a car out of stainless steel. So he got some investors. He basically built them out of their money. He went to jail. John DeLorean was also, I believe he had something to do with the mob, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, my God. How did I miss the one?
How did I miss John DeLorean story time?
I got one more story. Hang on.
Oh, why this guy is looking for stories. If you're watching us anywhere other than YouTube right now, which you may very well be, please feel free to go over and subscribe to our YouTube channel where you'll find all kinds of exclusives. We do things over there that we don't do anywhere else. We're in the middle of building that channel, and I would have to say everyone I've told how well we're doing on YouTube just since the month of May has been astonished.
I'm astonished. I love it. I'm happy.
Yeah, we're right at 4,000 hours watched just
incredible.
since the end of May, and we're heading
now,
towards.
Now, if we can just get enough money generated so that $60 a month isn't coming out of my pocket for StreamYard, I'll be happy. All right, here's I completely forgot this. I'm so glad I double checked. I completely forgot this one, and it's a great one. The adopted child of legendary Hollywood filmmaker Steven Spielberg.
Oh. Is this the porn you were telling me about?
Yeah, she's into it. Apparently, she's had her fair share of hardships, too.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something completely different when you went there.
24.
She's had her fair share of hard times. Hard times. Is this a photo here? Are we allowed to put up this photo? Is she of age?
Oh, yeah, pop that up. She's 24. She's battled anxiety, depression, substance abuse, and was nearly homeless, culminating in a headline-grabbing arrest earlier this year following a domestic dispute with her then-fiancé Chuck Pankow. He's a professional dart player, and he's 20. He is 27 years older than her, by the way.
Wow.
She's thankfully in a much better place now. She lives in Nashville.
Oh, she loves that chicken.
She loves that hot chicken. She is the newest star performer for Many Vids, an adult content platform run by Bella French. Never heard the name.
Okay.
Shooting live and taped solo cam shows from her home in Nashville. Spielberg, of course, recognizes the privilege her name and background affords her in the adult community and beyond. And by the way, her parents are very supportive of her work, believe it or not.
If you look at the picture of her and Steven Spielberg, doesn't it look like he's one of those wax figures at Myrtle Beach?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
You just stand there and put your hands around him and get a photo. So what's the chances I can book her on the show?
Probably pretty good. I mean, she's got a good story, so...
Mm-hmm. Maybe she can call her dad. I can picture my
the only reason why
cartoon.
Now, to be honest with you, the only reason why we're interviewing you is because we want to talk to your daddy.
Put your daddy on the phone. He got the money.
No, not that daddy. Your real daddy.
Put the real
daddy. I hope I hit everything. We almost missed that one.
So.
That was a great story. I almost missed it. Thank you to Lou for jumping on. Links will be in the description below. If you can spare a little bit of change and help him out, that'd be awesome. It's a very good cause. So appreciate him coming on. I'm not even going to read it. Dave, probably if I read every single one of your things, you would have been tapped out, for 5 minutes a few times tonight. Again, like normal, but it is what it is. All right. I guess that's it. What, we got any interviews coming up this week? Or?
Actually, we have some coming up next week. I'll be announcing it tomorrow, so keep an eye out for the announcement for, I believe this interview is on Monday or Tuesday. I can't, it escapes me at this moment, but it is another, I will tease this, musical guest.
All right. Good deal. So we got that coming up. Also, make sure to have the notifications on. Click the bell if you're over on Facebook as well. That's a very good alert typically. So when we go live, like the car chase that we had earlier today.
And don't forget this, mailbag.
Yeah.
Send us your emails. cbshowemail@gmail.com.
Ditcom. Chitting and chatting. Thanks in madness. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, thanks,
We'll
man.
see.
I've noticed you here quite a few times here recently, and we appreciate your repeat business.
Yeah,
now,
we'd
how
love
about some of that word of mouth?
That's right.
You know what I'm
Make
saying?
sure to
A little word of mouth.
share. Yeah, we had a good. It was a great chase. I implore you to check out the ending. It was very good. And also had a great interview where we talked about this earlier on the show. But if you get a chance, go and check that out. It was a very interesting interview about the dog man.
And it's being very widely accepted in that community. I've gotten a lot of great feedback about it, so looking forward to more stuff like that.
The skipper says goodbye.
Goodbye, Skipper. Goodbye.
So doesn't Kamala.
Bye, Kamala.
And Lou.
Bye, Lou.
We'll see if everybody soon. You guys have a great night.
Yes.
Where's our thing? I can't find nothing. We got too much shit up.
What about this? You want to be famous?
Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers on bigfollows.com.
Absolutely not.
Bye.
Bleh.
Goodbye and good night. Goodbye and good night. Goodbye. Goodbye and good night. Goodbye and good night. Goodbye and good night. Goodbye.
Hey.
Man, we did really
Still
good.
alive. Still alive, just so
Are
you
we?
know.
We're still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
guys.
Emily wanted to show you something. And also, I'm really worried about this Applebee's thing.
I'm really worried about
I'm
how
super
hot
starving.
it is in the studio. Look at this hair.
Dude, so I was working on stupid stuff today in here with all the computers on, lights on. I swear to God, it is like 10 degrees warmer in here. What do you want to show him?
And I've got like 15 lights in
a
the
voice.
studio. So
Here, watch. She wanted you to hear this, I guess.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
That was okay. That is weird. We get so many of those Chinese electronics, and usually it's some really weird. That one's really weird. Where does that one come from? Because some of them are so Asian you can't understand a word they're saying. But
that was a lot
that
of
one's
jumbled words there.
Sure, ready to pair. Ready to pair. Ready to pair. No, you're fine.
Today.
What did you get from Applebee's? What'd you get from Applebee's? You got me a burger? What kind of burger did you get?
Bacon cheeseburger.
Bacon. You got me a bacon cheeseburger?
Yeah.
Straight out the microwave.
And then we have spinach dip as our appetizer.
Spinach. Is it spinach artichoke dip
Yeah.
or is it?
And I paid the $1.50 upcharge or whatever was for steak.
Filet
You got
mignon.
steak. Oh, that's Applebee's, man.
Wow. 10
Do you
new
like
subscribers,
Applebee's?
By the way.
10 new subscribers. Thank you, everybody.
Really good
That's
stuff.
awesome.
The one thing I do like from there is the 3-cheese chicken penny pasta. Which
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
I make at home now because I liked it so much when I would go there, so I don't have to go back.
Yeah, I like that. I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm hot and sweaty, and I'll let you guys go ahead and take care of this after-hour show.
Oh,
After
no.
hours.
It's time to say goodbye. We'll
Break
awkwardly
the fourth
leave.
wall and let's go after hours. All right, guys.